What's going on, everybody? Streams look good. Let's get this show on the road. All right. So today, I don't know how many I can get done. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to get done. But we're going to start with Ape Escape. Might be able to get to Obliteration. Not sure about Extinction yet, but Ape Escape for sure. And again, maybe Obliteration. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what all is going to be involved in this one. Looks like I'm going to have to cook some things, which I looked at the preview of this one and just stuck a bunch of stuff in a pouch. So I've got, let me sort this so it shows properly. I just stuck a smoker in there, fishing stuff, and kitchen bench. That should get me pretty far. In worst case, if I have to cook anything, I always keep the MXC camping cooker on me with some fuel, the hydrazine canister. So should be pretty much set as far as that goes. And let's see what else. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they want. But at least I can. I mean, I thought I had this unlocked already, but maybe not. But I also thought that this was an Elysium only thing, so I don't know how that works exactly. Because I've unlocked it already, I thought. Let me look. Hold that thought. Farming. Okay, so it is separate. It is separate. So it looks like the only way to actually get it is to do this. Well, that's neat. Okay, cool. And I've still got a bunch I haven't unlocked yet, but mostly because I can usually find all of this stuff somewhere on the map. Most of it. And then the other ones, like the ones that aren't unlocked, that's kind of the situation. But the ones that are unlocked was for testing purposes over on Olympus. So, nevertheless, and it's almost time for to go to sleep. So I want to kill like a little bit of time, just a little bit. It's not going to be much. It's probably like, I don't know, 2 minutes.
You know, domestication out here is a little different than cats and dogs. Isn't animal testing illegal on Earth? I can just imagine the headlines if the media got wind of this. Disturbed prospector eaten by the ape they were trying to make friends with. Delightful.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well, does it? Thanks for the vote of confidence. Where am I going? Okay, not too terribly far. So, let's see. It's up on a plateau. So I might be able... I don't know if there's a pathway up here or not. But the general idea is going to be to get up there, build a base. A little tiny base. Keep Nugget safe. And, yeah. Added a few decorations. Little workspace. Yes, it's cramped. I need another desk. I don't want to talk about it. It's an eyesore to look at. But yeah. Double check Nugget here. See that she's got everything she needs. Extra silage. And she should be good on water right now. But I'll top off her food. Swap that out. Give her that one first, followed up by that one, and then put that one back in her pouch. I've contemplated making other foods. mean, there are several. Where silage can be made a couple of different ways. The Omni Animal Feed, which I like. I think she does actually have 3 stomach slots. Let me double check that. Yes, she has 3. So the seed, I could go with the seed animal feed, but I don't have my seed extractors set up yet, and I was like, why not? You know, just I don't need it. I don't need it. In theory, I could make some, but all of these require seeds, and about the only thing I'm really caring about when it comes to the seeds would be to make the vegetable oil, to craft the armor statues. And I think it takes 15 seeds per bottle of the vegetable oil, if I remember correctly. Let me look. Or 15 avocados, 25 soybeans. Hey, they did add a few other ones. I don't remember seeing those before. Yeah, the 15 seeds is the one I remember, but 25 soybeans. I mean, that's a much better, honestly, that's a much easier one to do. Especially if you just take this particular shovel. It is expensive. The excavator, it is expensive, but it's perfect for just mass production of things that you need. Just dig a bunch of holes, fill a bunch of holes with all the stuff you need, and it'll resist all the storms. And the bonus from this shovel is they don't wither after they're fully grown. So you don't necessarily have to worry about products, spoiled products. So very nice, very nice. I love that shovel, not gonna lie. That shovel's amazing. And being a workshop item means you can take it to anywhere. Big plus for me. All right, and time to sleep. All right, and we're off. And we want to go south, so this is the way to go. I'll eat my food once we're closer. I'm not necessarily worried about it at the moment. What up, Core? What's up, man? Working on the last couple DLC missions for STYX. Watch out for the fish. The fish suck. All right. Now that your food's gone down a little bit, swap that. Give you that, and put that in there. All right. Oh, she almost made it. What a baby jump. Honestly, if I had one complaint about the mounts, it's this. You can't get out of the water. It's just frustrating. Okay. Let's see. This is probably a better way to go. Should be able to hop across here. See what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. She should be able to get up that no problem. And also at the same time, again, give me the option to jump while sprinting with all my mounts, at least a majority of them. Please. It's just a small little thing. The slinker can do it. But unless you're on Elysium, you don't have a slinker. And I mean, I don't think even the Raptors can do it over there. See what I mean? Why? Why make it so difficult? Hopefully I've brought everything I need for this. I think I've got everything. I've got all my tools that I would normally have, plus an extra or two. Just gotta get there. Slow and steady, slow and steady. I don't think she can climb up that. I think I know I've tried it for myself before, but yeah, it looks a little too steep. All right, we're getting closer. Yep, she can't make that. Okay. What's new? What's new? Well, they made some quality of life improvements. Some stuff I think that has to do with VRAM usage also, so I think there were some like VRAM cache issues and stuff like that. So they definitely changed something with that to make it to where it's not so harsh on the GPU or CPU, depending on how you have it routed. Which I know the GPU is primarily the Vcache source, but depending on how you run everything else, it should help overall with the cache consumption issue. A bunch of little quality of life stuff. The repair bench is a lot easier to use now. I have not built the sphere. Okay, the sphere will likely come on Elysium. But no, I have not built the sphere. I thought about building it out there where I'm at now. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I did build a glass structure, but it's not a sphere. And I honestly still haven't decided on what shape I'm going to go with on Elysium. I've got a couple of ideas, but a sphere will definitely likely be one of those things that gets built. I definitely want a sphere for sure. Or at least as close as I can get to it. It's not going to look exactly like a sphere. It's probably going to look more like a minion. Rounded on the bottom, tall, skinny, with a rounded top. I mean, that's about as best as you can hope for with the curvature options. All right, so I can't go that way. All right, back this way. No, it is definitely not a phallic symbol, okay? Definitely not. Think of for lack of a better word, a Tic Tac. But obviously bigger than a Tic Tac. Where the hell is this thing? I will not be building a phallic symbol. No, thank you. Okay, so there's a lot of layers around here. I don't like that. Then again, they may not bother me. Or at least they shouldn't bother me. They're not supposed to. What you laughing for? That ain't funny. I will not be building a sausage factory. Okay? Look at you. You got me making me look like I'm driving drunk over here. So stupid of a way to get up there, man. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Yep, you can't climb that either. Alright, well, we'll just keep going. Just keep going. Alright, let's try this. Put me on top. Damn it. It didn't work. There's a couple of spots right here that it should let me go up, but it's just not. It's like it's just steep enough to not let you. I mean, if the unstuck thing... Did that work? No, it didn't. So... I may just have to leave her down here. I don't wanna, but I may have to. Jump! Yep, she can't make that. So very likely I'm just going to have to make her a little... Oh! Oh! Oh, never mind. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon.
Well, you better head inside and see what all the fuss is about. There's got to be more information around here somewhere.
I'm sorry, can't see. Yeah. Lie down. Zip it. Okay. See what we've got going on in here. Bunch of stuff. Drive or Horizon. Yeah. Okay.
What's this?
Okay.
They were trying to domesticate this one? The depth of human brilliance will never cease to amaze me. See if you can find any research left behind.
Okay. Yeah, Horizon did get an update. I don't know if it's the big update, but I think it did get an update. This is the DLC, by the way, for STYX with the Garganitan. Or as I've heard other people say, Garganewton. It's not Garganewton. Just saying. Good old Garganitan. Now this one might... I don't know if it's going to get mad at me for going up to it, but we'll see. They're supposed to be neutral to me, to some degree. They look kind of wild, though, don't they? I like being able to walk up to them like a mammoth. Oh, excuse me, sir. They look kind of crazy. What's in here? Nothing. They just left all kinds of stuff behind. Hey. We'll take that. And a tank in there. Actually, I don't even want to leave that in there. Let that one fill up, though. I may not have actually had to bring anything, which is great. These are kind of neat. I should probably eat something before it starts screaming at me. Fine, I'll read the note. Research log. New test subject responding positively to local food requires high quantities to satisfy. Well, I mean, it isn't APE. Experiment number 4 and 2, huh? Uh-huh. Got one of those back at the house. Captured subjects transported to new facility. I don't know why anyone would want to work in a desert. True. Very true. Received new enclosure materials today. Glad I can finally continue my research. Uh-huh. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Or there. Or there. Or... Oh, wait. Nope. Nothing in there. Or there. What does this note say? Desert facility reported problems with their experiment. Too bad they wouldn't listen to me. Yeah, true that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they definitely didn't listen, and they definitely found out. Mm-hmm. I think they made a few mistakes on that one. Okay, nothing in there. Nice. I think he got a little too close to his subjects. Just saying. Jane Goodall would be proud, though. Okay. 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 Well, they didn't leave me anything up here to work with, did they? All right, that's fine. That's fine. What is this? Nothing in there. So you're going to put it up there, but you're not going to put anything in it? Okay. It's fine. That's cool. Still missing a note somewhere. I'll keep looking. Yep, we did get that one. I'm just going to click them so I remember. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4. Huh. Too funny. Huh. Okay, so that would lead me to believe that the other one is outside, I guess, because I'm not seeing anything else. No note on this guy. It says the notes can be found inside the research facility. Okay, so just to be clear, this is not inside. As long as we're all on the same page, this is outside. I've been ordered to assist the desert
Did
facility.
they really think a few morsels of the right food would cause this creature to bend to their whims? You want to try? Go ahead.
Absolutely. I've fed Fluffy. Fluffy? Debatable. He'll be okay for a few days. I'll be back soon. Right. What does he want? Deer carcass, fish chunks, berries, seeds. Cream corn, dried fatty T-bone, freshwater fillet curry, and wild salad. Well, you're not asking for much, are you? I suppose I could... Let's do a quick inventory check of what we need. So the deer carcass, fish chunks, berries, and seeds, no problem. We got that covered. Creamed corn, dried fatty T-bone. Okay, so the dried fatty T-bone, I should be set up with the smoker here. Yeah, I know. It's got to go outside. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Because I don't think this will actually make it. As far as I'm aware of, it won't. Freshwater fillet curry and wild salad. So the wild salad should be here somewhere. Okay, pumpkin and squash. And freshwater fillet curry should also be here. There we go. Soybean and animal fat. And creamed corn. Is that here? Let's find out. It is animal fat and corn. So I need to go kill some things, get some meat, turn those into animal fat, and get the T-bones and corn and squash and pumpkin. So a lot of that should be right here, but probably just use this for the fish. Just throw that in a watery source. If I can find one. Probably have to go all the way back down to the little river down there. Because I don't think that there are any in the desert either. Just checking my supplemental map over here. Alright, so we'll break that out whenever the time comes. Leave the kitchen bench in there, don't need that. Just keep it all in one. Alright. Is this full now? It is full. Very nice, very nice. Put that in there as well. Alright. So I guess really the hardest part is going to be going down there and coming back up. Which I think I can do right here. Oh, there's a sprained ankle. Yeah, I felt it coming. One little slip. Okay. So, deer carcass. Moto, gargantuan everywhere. Man, they are everywhere. Well, I don't like that. At least they don't bother me. I'm coming. Hopefully nothing else tries to attack me on the way there. Honestly, so happy I picked the gargantuan or neutral, are mostly neutral to you. I'm really happy I picked that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe.
Meat is certainly more fitting.
Okay. Berries and seeds. 30 berries, huh? Hey. Chill out, dude. I'm working on it here. Berries and seed. Okay, he's just going to be noisy. Okay, all right. That's fine. I've got a sickle for seeds and a sickle for plants. So, you know, do you realize how difficult it is to work under these conditions, sir? I don't appreciate the noise. Oh, how dare you. I might not bring you those berries. I might just sit out here and eat them myself. That's what I thought. All right, get my berries first.
I have no words to describe your ineptitude.
Ineptitude? Excuse me, sir? I don't understand the tone that you're trying to take with me right now. I gave it exactly what you said I should give it. Seeds are the hardest part, honestly. Because they usually don't give you a ton of them. Well, I don't need watermelon, so I just need seeds. Don't need the fiber either. Put that back up. Okay, get rid of the carrots. Don't need the carrots. I will need pumpkins, but I'm going to leave those for the time being. 20 seeds, 20 seeds. I need to leave the soybean also. Because I think I need the soybean for the freshwater filet curry. So far, not a lot. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter what I give them, as long as the seeds are seeds, right? Right. Right. Get rid of the gorse. 5. 10, 15, so 5 more. Was that enough? Feels like it. I need to see if there's a cave anywhere up here, because I might be able to just fish in the cave, as a matter of fact. Okay, so 7, 10, 15, and 20? If I did my math right? Did I do my math right? I did my math right.
Are you really this stupid, or is it all just an act?
Getting real tired of that tone. You know what? You know what? I could set this whole place on fire. I could do it. Burn it all to the ground. What do you think about that, UDA? I believe there's a cave, or at least there should be somewhere in this vicinity. So I'm gonna run down there, drop my fish trap. Try and at least get that process started. I didn't do it. He's just making noise to make noise, I think. Okay, cave. Where's a cave? It's probably lower than where I am currently. Gotta be honest, I don't really know. Looking for a suspicious rock. Maybe? Maybe? Okay, does it have water in it, is the next question. Oh, we got water. Means we got fish. No bees? Wonderful. Now this is going to be funny, but I'm going to do it anyway. Come on. There we go. I have no idea what it's going to catch, but we'll see. Any fish is better than no fish. Please. Please. Anything? Hey. I'll take it. I'm not going to change it over yet. I may not even need the fish trap. I need at least 4 or 5 fish. So probably by the time I catch 2, the fish trap will catch another one. 2, maybe 3 fish. Go back here. Ah, stop that. Just waiting for something to bite. To be safe, I'd like to catch 5 fish. Sometimes you get 2, maybe 3 per fish. Fish chunks, that is. But I also need fish fillets. So what I might do is leave the fish trap here for at least a little bit. Has it caught anything? No, it has not. I don't want to turn those into anything yet. Okay. Why it works sometimes and not others, I don't know. Okay, it worked that time. Two freshwater fillet curry. Now I don't remember, but I might actually have to make a fishing bench to fillet the fish, but I don't remember. Oh, come on. Come on. are my fish looking? Okay, so they're not spoiled yet. Keep going. I know there's a refrigerator over there, or well, an ice box, but I don't have any ice to put in it currently. So it might work out for me to go into the Arctic zone and then run into the desert to get the squash again. Okay, so the fish trap caught something. Okay. Actually, I need to swap that out real fast. Because I need the one that gives me more of the plants. Alright, so we got a snapper. Got a snapper. Alright. And one output per 3.33 kilos of fish. Don't know if that's enough. Let's see if that gives us the right amount of fish chunks. It's not looking good yet. One, two, three, four. Not good, not good. I need to catch more. I don't know if it rounds up or not. It might, but I want to see it say 10. If it says 10, I'll cancel and run up there. Okay, we're out of here. I'll leave the fish trap to do its thing. Not gonna let me up here, are you? Nope. Gotta go all the way back. It's almost time to sleep anyway, so at least I can finish the first half of this. Give you all of them. I don't think there was any ice in this ice box, but I'm going to double check. Yeah, there's no ice in there. Alright. The fish chunk doesn't matter. So I'm going to leave Nugget here. Yeah, I'll leave Nugget here. It's almost time to sleep. Honestly, it's just easier to throw out this campfire. And just wait just a little bit, because about the only other thing I could try and get is the dried fatty T-bone, but I know I can get that from a polar bear. I need to find corn, and I'm pretty sure soybean. Yep, soybeans. Okay, so soybeans weren't far away. make some animal fat and freshwater fillet. So I should have enough fish down there to make that. And sounds like somebody sounds like somebody using the bathroom. Why are you wandering around? Oh, you're wandering around because I've got you set on any container, and you're trying to go to the containers outside, and you don't need to. You're fine. You're fine where you are. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to give me anything. I'd be better off just to go down here and take out one of the Garganutans. See what we got. All right, that's enough. On second thought, I'll take those. Go back, make some animal fat. Well, at least I've got that done. Because I think I only need 4 of those. But we'll just take a couple just in case. Okay, not there. Here. There we go. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. Time to sleep. Put this back up in here. And I'm just going to store this stuff in there. Actually, I think it's right here. Freshwater fillet curry. Freshwater fish fillet. I don't think I can make the freshwater fish fillet any other way. Grilled freshwater fillet. Yeah, I can't make it there. I think... Can I make that without a fishing table? Can I make it with a... Let me see what the fishing bench looks like. Should be here somewhere. I think. Wood, rope, iron, and copper nails. I can make the rope on me. The iron nails, I can use my... Or the iron ingot, excuse me. I can use my mining armature, and the copper nails means that I'm going to need to throw down my foundry somewhere. All right, fine. I know it has no shelter. Zip it. Not worried about the door. Okay, so that's in there. I'll just drop a wall, go inside. Okay. It has power. Excellent. Alright. And it's sealed off. So now I can make my... I should probably bring in just a small anvil. It's just easier just to throw the anvil down and make the simple stuff. But it's fine. It's fine. Let me look here. I can pick up some materials in the pass-through cave to the desert, to the west here. And yeah, I think it should be all right. I just got to make sure I grab everything I need. Put this back up. And I will need the axe. All right. Ugh. I don't know if I can make it up that or not. I don't think I can. Yeah, the nest is intact. I'm not sure about the status of the buns. I did not open up the nest. Tell me I can go up there. Nope. Okay. I mean, I thought I could right here, but it would be really nice if I could. I mean, worst case, I can break out the ladders, but... Okay, alright. Apparently not. How far around is it? Okay. Maybe this is a path? Yeah, it just doesn't want me to use that path. Alright, okay. I'll grab some ice on the way back just to have it. And alright, cool. So we have pumpkins right here. We have corn right there. And I'm sure there's probably soybean in here somewhere. If not, there's some... Okay, so there's another one of those. Interesting. Alright. Yep, gonna leave that alone. I know there's soybeans over by that little cabin they have set up, so I can grab some from there if I don't see any out here. Is this, or is that tea? That is tea. Tea, gorse, berries. No soybeans that I can see. That's fine. If I don't find any here, I know where to find it. Plenty of pumpkin. I could grow squash, but eh. I'm just going to make the run. I got to go to the cave anyway so I can get iron, which there was iron in the other cave, but might as well just take it from where I'm headed to anyway. And at least by then my fish trap will be full. I just need to get enough I believe is it leather that I can use it to make rope on me? Yeah, leather. Which I can use the tuskers or whatever else I come across for that. There's our bear. Should have STYX. Yeah. We'll take the Arctic belt. Why not? And we'll put this on there. That's probably more than enough, but I'll knock out 2 of these. That's plenty. Don't need that. And swap that around. Swap that around. Okay. All right, let's go find some squash. That's going to put me into overheating area. Swap that out. Alright, just looking for the squash. Could be at any one of these little patches, but I think that looks like a lair. That is a lair. And oh boy. Check over here. Just need enough for the salad, for the wild salad. Okay, this should work. Going to collect way more than I need to overpower the spoil timer. Okay. That should be good. I've got the T-bone, so I can get that one done. Take the leather. More leather. Felt like I heard a cougar just then, but I guess not. Alright, that's plenty of leather. I don't even need the Arctic leather. So grab some ice on the way back, grab the pumpkin, the soybean. And then... yeah, pumpkin, soybean, corn... Sorry, it's a little dark in here. Get out of here. There we go. Another polar bear. All right. Don't need any more, but why not? Okay, I'm seeing stone. There we go. Don't need the stone. Thank you very much. Get out of here. Shouldn't need very much ice either, but just collect it as we go. Oh yeah, let me swap this back out. Okay. Craft rope. That'll be plenty. And I think the last thing I need also is wood. So I'll grab a little bit of wood. On my way out. And I dropped a bottle. A storm. Might get struck by lightning, but it happens. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, we have carrots. There's the pumpkins. Make sure I've got room. I do. $20. Looks good to me. Get rid of that. All right. 20 should be enough. Go over here for the corn. Wait. Oh, that's tea. Ah, soybean. And that might be enough. One plant? Really? That's all you're gonna give me is one? I mean, I know where I can find more, but... Alright, whatever. Put the rope up. Alright, good. We're getting the corn. I clearly don't need this much corn, but might as well just harvest the whole thing, right? It's really nice to find some more soybean right here. No such luck. All right. When in doubt, crouch it up. And then hopefully don't fall to your death. See if I can find some more soybean on the way. Oh, there's corn right there. Of all the things, no soybeans right here. I mean, I'm sure it's hiding in here somewhere. There it is. That's plenty. And I don't need that. And I don't really have the room currently for... Am I at the right one? Yes. Don't have the room for the fish as of right now, so I'll run over here, drop this stuff off in the ice box. Throw the dried, or, well, throw the T-bones on the smoker. I only need one, but we'll just throw the whole stack. And there we go. Let's put the ice in there. And where are you? Where are you? Where are you at? There we go. Alright, so it won't fit. No problem. Toss that in there. Okay, so that gives me a little bit of time. Run and grab some fish. Actually, no, scratch that. First, grab that out. And then grab... Yeah, I'll just take that stack. Why not? It still counts as a shelter, so hey. I think you can only make the fishing bench at the fabricator, or, well, machining bench. Any one of those. Ruh-roh. I am stuck. Did it have to put me so far away? I'll run out here and grab some wood as well. Oops. And put that in there. We'll just make all of those. I am missing something. What am I missing? Or not enough of something. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, it was copper nails. Okay, no big deal. It's fine. Can never have too much. I'll go to the other cave to get my fish. And then I can come back here and make that. So it did need 5 of those ingots actually. Okay. Set that back up. Hopefully, by the time I get back, it'll be full of fish. By the time I get there, it'll be full of fish. Hopefully there's copper. Gonna pop up again. Guess not. All right, that should be enough copper. Now these are going to spoil very quickly in this pouch, but if I hurry, it should not matter. Take my trap back, and we're out of here. Nope, can't go there. Screw it. Just run back up here. No. Okay. All right, so they both still count. And grab those out. right. Come back to that later. Put that down there. Probably have enough with these, but who knows? Just fillet them all. Put the fish in there. Excuse me. Grab one of those. Yeah, I know. All right, look now. You are all up in the way. Okay. Creamed corn, which is going to need the animal fat. Let's grab the corn. Craftable. How many do I need? 2. Okay, not in that one. Excuse me. Excuse me. What am I missing? Oh, it needs water. Okay. Oops. Too soon, too soon. I'll just leave the water in there for now. And we'll toss that in there.
Really? Corn?
Wild salad. Which needs these 2. How many do I need? 3. And the freshwater fillet curry, which is here. Soybean, fillets, and animal fat. Let's drop those in there. Grab these. Two of those. Silly me. Was it? Yeah, 2 of those. Stop doing that. Okay. 20 minutes until spoiled. I'm undoubtedly going to have to fight this thing. I can just feel it. Don't know how rough it's going to get, but let's go in fully stacked. All right.
words to describe your ineptitude. What a shame. It only wanted to hug you. With
Yeah.
its teeth. I suppose that sums up most life on this planet.
Okay. So that didn't go as planned. Use a bandage. All right. Get rid of the cut. Take the biofuel. Actually. Nah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'll leave the animal fat. Taking my water, though. Not going to worry about any of that stuff in there. I don't need the fishing bench. Grab my smoker. Yeah, we'll put it in there. Should have enough room. Don't care about the wood, but I will keep the rope. Put all that in there. Get rid of the wires. All right, put that back. Find my tools. Figure out where I put my pickaxe. Okay, not in there. Where did I put that pickaxe? There it is. There it is. Cool. Doesn't matter which one it goes in. They're always going to be with me anyway. All right. That part's done. Yeah. I'll leave that in there. I don't need it. And go around, turn all these off. Don't plan on really taking anything from this place. Don't really need to. Although it is almost time to sleep. Okay. Don't really care about that. Don't need it. I can only use biofuel. Well, I do have it. I think that should count as a fireplace. Does it? Yes, it does. Okay. Wait for it to count down, and then head back out. I know, right, Wolf? Yeah, I love the disassembly of of the buildings. Exactly. Demolition and deconstruction. A few more seconds and then I can go to sleep. And then I'll pull out the contact radio and start the next one. May take a quick bathroom break. About 2 minutes should be good. Come on, time. Working on your garden. Highly recommend getting, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it. I think it was yesterday. The aeroponic crop plots, as far as output goes, way more worth it than trying to dump a bunch of materials into making the hydroponic that you can make in the fabricator. The aeroponic from the workshop, it's way cheaper. All right, got the sleeping out of the way. I'm gonna grab that back. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Stay over there, Wolf. Probably gonna get attacked. It's fine. Farming. No, not... Yes. So these... They're an expensive initial cost, yes. Just like the excavator shovel. Definitely expensive thing to get first time around. But once you have one, I mean, you really only need one. With these, 250 rins seems like it's a lot, and it's going to, you think you're going to go through it really fast. If you're still playing on Olympus, there is a mission that gives you an exotic infused pickaxe. Get that first and foremost. If you want high output exotics, it's fantastic. That is until you reach the level where you can get like the cold steel pickaxe, but I won't go that far into it. So I'm not sure how far along you are in Olympus, but farming the caves, in my opinion, is the fastest way to get exotics. You're level 32. Okay. So you're into, let me think. You should be into tier 3. I think tier 4 unlocks it at level 40, if I remember correctly. As far as the crop plots go, and getting anything, because that was kind of my main focus, was trying to get stuff from the workshop, because it's designed to benefit you on any map. These aeroponics, in my experience, put out just as good as the hydroponics that you make here on planet. From like for future on, for me, it's the aeroponics all the way. I'm not going to worry about anything else. Plus two, once you buy them, they're yours. So you take them down to planet, use them on one build, one base. You start STYX or Prometheus or Elysium, pick them back up, send them to space, drop back down, bring them back down later. Boom, you've already got them. So, I mean, the initial investment is expensive, but in the end, it's well worth it to go with these. And the output is plenty. I use these on Prometheus to farm the red plants for the red exotics, and it worked out great. Like, fantastic. I've got more red exotics than I know what to do with right now, and that's not even a lot. By some people's standards, that's not even a lot, but it's plenty. Yeah, no problem. These also very, very well worth unlocking these. The ones that you don't commonly find around. If it doesn't require something specific, like these require uranium because they're an Elysium only plant. And these require this specific DLC in order to unlock this. So the mission that I just finished, I can now unlock them. So the way that I did it, I completed all of Olympus, completed the DLC, and then immediately went over to Prometheus. Yeah, the nanners would be great, right? And again, I went to Prometheus for one sole purpose, to get the miasmic stuff. And in process of getting the miasmic stuff, you also get, through some of the missions, you get the cold steel items, which are also great. And being able to make the cold steel is awesome. So the cold steel combined with getting the frozen ore gets you the ability to find obsidian, or for it, if you get the frozen ore, throw it in a furnace, you get a random assortment of things that it's going to spit out depending on how much you put in. But also you get obsidian, which you need to make the organic residue cleanser, the good one, not the biofuel version, which it takes forever. But to get the big one, you need 5 polished, I think it's polished or shaped obsidian, something like that. And all you need is the frozen ore, which you use the cold steel pickaxe for. And you'll get it. I mean, honestly, like within the first couple of voxels that you break down, the little nodes that you break down, you throw those in a furnace, you're going to get obsidian out of them. One of them, for sure. And that's all you need to make that residue cleanser, which then, and again, the reason to go to Prometheus is to get the miasmic stuff. I can't stress that enough. I love that stuff. Having the, let's go here. So I only got these unlocked just to make my way to here, to get the Sally axe so that I can get the infected wood. The infected wood gives you, it literally prints epoxy. You will never need epoxy ever again. One tree will give you enough epoxy for half of a playthrough of a map. I mean, it's insane, the amount that it gives you. So you take the infected bark, throw it in the organic residue cleanser, and then every single piece of bark gets you 5 epoxy. So one tree could net you, I mean, depending on the size of the tree, because clearly you have different sizes, right? So if you pick the big guy right there, here, I'll just show you. I probably don't even have enough room in my inventory to carry it all. So that's the big tree, right? Okay, so that happens. We won't use that tree as an example then. Let's find another big tall tree. It's tall enough, I think. I have no, honestly, I have no idea what happened. It happens on occasion, but... Okay, so just from the stump, 40. So multiply that by 5. That's how much epoxy you get. And let's get rid of this, and that. Infected bark. Here, let me make this a little bit easier for myself. I'm going to split this stack up. By splitting the stack, I force it to only collect the infected bark. I think I got it all. Okay. So, and yes, it does hurt you if you carry it for too long. You'll end up having this, and it will start doing damage to you health-wise. But every stack of 50 is 250. So just multiply it by 5. So that's 500 there, 750 there, and just round up just because. That's essentially 1,000 epoxy right there. One tree. So is it an exploit? I mean, sure, it's a designed exploit. They gave it to us for a reason, and I intended to use it. And again, I carry this stuff with me at all times. Same thing applies to this Inaris Knight pickaxe. Guaranteed noxious crust per. So whenever you can get this particular pickaxe on other maps, you won't need that exotic infused pickaxe from Olympus. This will be your go-to, and just keep mining the caves around your base, and you can take a mount with you. Is probably the smartest idea. Take a mount to load the mount up with the noxious crust. That way you're not constantly getting damaged from the noxious crust. Or I think you can use like one of the vaccines, like the antibacterial or anti-poison vaccines, anti-poison pills, whatever, to prevent you from taking damage. Either way, this pickaxe will give you the noxious crust. Same thing applies if it's iron. If it's an iron deposit, an exotic deposit, the purple exotic, every single piece of exotic noxious crust will give you 5 exotics after you put it in the cleanser. So it's that machine just prints whatever you put into it. And that applies to anything that you can get noxious crust of. Doesn't matter. Stone, coal, iron, it doesn't matter. Whatever you can mine with a pickaxe, it will print that for you. So again, that's why I went for that one. Then this one, it doesn't have as high of a chance of giving you the frozen ore, but it's still plenty. So you go mine, I don't know, it doesn't matter, sulfur. Salt actually won't work with this one. I don't think salt works with this one, and I don't think there's one other one that I don't think works with it. But pretty much anything you find out there, you can use this particular pickaxe on. And honestly, this is the one I would try to get first. That way you can get the obsidian to then process the noxious crust from whatever you use, or the infected bark from wherever you get it. But the frozen ore, big plus. So I always, from here on out, will be keeping these 3. These will come down with me wherever I go, including this mining armature, which I'll keep it still so you can see what I'm working with. This is the options that I chose when I built the thing, because you have a bunch of different options on attachments. But that's the attachments that I chose because I wanted the most output, which again, it does work on exotics. So if you're in a bind for exotics and you don't have an organic residue cleanser on you, and you're out in the middle of, wherever biome, and you're not near your home where you can process the noxious crust, then this thing is like the #1 thing to bring down to at least a fresh playthrough. Or if you're doing missions on from the main menu, this thing here will carry you through. Immediately turns everything into an ingot from start to finish, whether it's copper and gold to titanium, platinum, doesn't matter. Love this thing. Now, if you need, steel, the steel ingots, then you're going to need a standard pickaxe so that you can mine the ore. Which technically I don't guess you have to. You could use the ingots. So you don't necessarily need that. But if I was to give any advice to somebody starting fresh from Olympus, get through Olympus, play it normally, learn all the mechanics of the game. You don't necessarily have to come here to STYX. It's if you make it through all of Olympus and you've pretty much maxed everything out. Let me go inside, otherwise it's going to get loud. If you make it through Olympus and do all the DLC and everything like that and can get the mining armature, go straight to Prometheus. They're going to give you the big warning saying it's super scary. Oh no, it's going to be really hard. Is it difficult? Yeah, there's some difficult parts. But when my buddy Corn and I went there to just to check the place out initially, we hadn't even finished Olympus yet. We just hopped over to Prometheus, checked it out, and was like, okay, yeah, it's a little more difficult. The storms are a little crazier. But I decided to go back, finish Olympus, get the mining armature, went back over, and just went at it. Just like full steam ahead. Because the mining armature it cuts down so much of the initial time sink. Because it will craft all of the ingots you need right off the bat. And then from the workshop, you can get more of the biofuel. So if I need biofuel, that's where I get it. And then the mining armature with that particular setup, it does give you quite a bit of yield from everything. So if you're already addicted to the game, which I waited too. I waited to get the DLC to see if I was going to like the game. And then obviously fell in love with it and just kept playing and playing and playing and was like, you know, I really want the DLC. So the DLC is absolutely worth it. Some of the decoration packs, it's kind of tailored to, you know, what you like. I haven't bought all of the decoration packs. Just mainly the ones that I thought looked neat that, you know, might want to add a little flair here and there. But, I mean, outside of that, the DLC is definitely worth it. And I would say getting the Great Hunts DLC first is probably the best bet. And then later, you know, you can get the extra DLC for Elysium. I think that was, if I remember correctly, that was a separate DLC expansion. But yeah, I would highly recommend... at the very least, the DLCs for this game. There's so much content. There's just so much. It's unreal. And so many things you can do too. So but yeah, by all means, if you have any questions, let me know. I can easily get sidetracked and go on a wild tangent, so. But I like explaining things, and if somebody doesn't understand something, by all means, tell me. If I'm overcomplicating it, oversimplifying it, certainly let me know. And I'm happy to try and explain anything that I can. Let's see. So about that bathroom break, I'm going to take that now, and I will be back in just a minute. All right. Hope everything comes out okay. Sure did. I did make another video a little while back for, I guess you could call it power leveling, like quickly leveling up a character. Because this is my main character overall, but huh? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was before the major update, but even still, it was actually right when they put the game out on console and they did a double XP event. And it was interesting because the first character I did max out, got to level 60 pretty quick. And then I paused at like, I don't know, I think I was like level 18 or something like that on the second character. Well, technically the third. And then the following day, the update came out and the next update came out and they took away the double XP. So I had to kind of grind it really hard to get that character up there, but it still wasn't that bad. And I think it's a pretty easy method. I'm pretty sure I showed all the foods that I use that are easily accessible. Don't sleep on the smoked foods. Smoked dried foods are really good for XP gains early on, and all of the stuff that I used, I feel like was pretty easily attainable. I don't think you had to do too much, but if you've already got a well-developed character or a decently developed character, then you've got enough access to all of the tech that you need to make the foods that I used. And I don't think anything was very very extensive to make that stuff. And then any Arctic zone with wolves, that's the fastest way to level stuff up. And I'm probably going to use that same method to level up the new tames. And I'll end up doing a video on that eventually on how I plan on doing that. But I've got an idea of how I think that's going to work, and it should work out well. I won't necessarily be fighting with them individually, but more or less kind of putting them out there to where they're going to get the passive XP from me killing things. So I think that's going to work out pretty well, but we'll see. Yes, I've read all these letters. Yes, all the little shiny stuff. Let's find your food. Grab your water. All right. We're all set. And I'll leave that up there. Put that in there. Give you that back. Okay. Grab my radio. Where are you? Actually, I'm going to put this... just put that in there. Sort so I can find my stuff easier. Next up, we have Obliteration, and it says combat and killing of creatures. Reduced spawns during the final hunt. Well, that's going to be great. So it'll actually let you jump straight to the final hunt. I don't want to do that. Honestly, I wish I could go back and clear all of these, but won't let me. But this will give me access to the Gargantuan armor, which that's pretty cool. Find out what happened to Morris. Well, Morris is way back up where my base is. So let's see what this has in store for us.
Your old friend Morris seems to have gone missing. The company has a vested interest in his whereabouts. I suggest you don't ask too many questions. Oh, and you'll be expected to thin out the numbers along the way. Do try to keep up.
Do try to keep up. I'll tell you what. You and your snarkiness.
Didn't this guy say he was leaving the planet? What could possibly be so important that he'd refuse to leave without it?
Oh, that's where he's at, or at least supposed to be. All right, well, so be it. Oh, they just took out the cages and everything. Not cool. Those were neat. Would have been nice to have. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave all this stuff. I don't need anything from up here. Get that extra bonus. Run our way back up here. Ugh. Yeah, I was waiting to see if I was going to clip through the map. Honestly, I don't know why it picks that spot to clip through the map, but so be it. All right. At least this run shouldn't be too long. Navigate all these little rivers. Got stuck on a rock, okay. Come on, stamina. Let's go, let's go. What was that? Was that a bear? That was a bear. Whoa, bear. Come on, come on, come on. There. Ah, so close. All right. Not sure exactly where he's going to be. If he's going to be up there, which it kind of looks like he will be. Okay, cool. He should be right near where my stairs are. I know, right? They fixed the pathing on a lot of the animals, which a couple months ago it was kind of scary. Animals were getting stuck in the walls and caves, and yeah, it was kind of rough. Where? Okay, I see blood over there on the ground. Right here. Oh, boy.
Ah, what a surprise. Simple owes me $10. Well, you know what to do. A dead man doesn't need whatever's in his pockets.
Okay, then. Carbon spear, huh? Safe to say I don't think the spear was enough. Throw it in there. And let's read what it says. Morris's journal. I refuse to leave my research in the hands of Norex. Screw the company, screw this job, and screw the UDA while we're at it. As soon as I've demolished this last section of dens, I'm out of here. Man, I can't wait to eat a real steak again. That was not helpful, sir. At all. Okay, his outlook should be over here. And yes, right there. Knew I was close. And I'm going to have to leave you here. And I fell through the map. Interesting. All right. Are you set on defensive? Yes. Okay. You should be safe there. Craft explosives. Let's see what it wants. And if I need to go gather anything up. Oh, that's a new shed. That wasn't there before. And explosives. Well, we've got some wire. Not a lot of it. I do have iron ingots. Honestly, I think I'm just going to run back to my house and make this stuff. I've got everything at home. I might as well. Instead of worrying about what's in there, just go back home real fast. So what now? I know, right? Yeah, they're huge steaks. I mean, take down a mammoth, you get the raw giant steaks. Those are actually my favorite. The giant steaks are great. They have really good buffs. I think Morris was just afraid of the bears. The wolves, if you have a good augment attachment for the blade, the wolves are excellent for that. So if you combine these, that gives you the plus 40% yield from butchering animals, and then add the augment to the knife for the plus 30% yield and the plus 50 and the 15% chance to find additional rare meat. Those two together give you a really high chance of getting pretty much just about everything that is available from wolves. So the best place to hunt is going to be just go to the Arctic, hunt a bunch of wolves, and carry a salting station, and just set you up a little. I think in Olympus, in the early, like the beginning areas, like the very beginning areas that you start out in the forest, which I picked the southern spot, but there's two different paths to two different Arctic locations. Yeah, exactly. There you go. And yeah, just set up out there and farm the Arctic wolves, and you'll have pretty much just about all the meat you could want. Initially, yeah, wolves are the best thing for leveling up too. So I think they're roughly like 4 to 6K experience, depending on the buffs that you have going on with the food. But yeah, definitely wolves are the way to go when it comes to getting stuff. Yeah, the animal fat and bacon. Yeah, I was living off the bacon early on. And you can use both kinds of bacon. So the crispy bacon and the other one, what was it? There's a cooked bacon and crispy bacon. And the plus 15% experience on this one and that one, they stack. So you can run both of those. And let's see, what was the other one that I was using? I know a lot of people like the fruit muffin because it gives plus 35%, but they don't last very long. The honey glazed pastry, that was one of the ones that I liked. So, and it gives you food effects duration much longer. So, I'm trying to remember exactly what all I used. So, if you have bees, perfect. Honey glazed pastry, and is it? It's not that one. Where is it? Bear with me a second. I'll find it. It's just been a minute. So it also matters of having the extra slot in the stomach. So if you don't, not a big deal. But I highly recommend adding that to whatever suit you have. Getting that extra slot is great. And then also in the talent tree under cooking and farming, since this is my main character, I didn't go all out in the cooking and farming, but shoot the breeze, definitely. And get, initially just spend enough points to get down to the extra space for the stomach. And then you'll have 5 slots. And then you can run both types of bacon because one gives the crispy bacon modifier, the other one cooked bacon. And then the honey glazed pastry. There's another honey product. It might be this one. I think it actually might be the caramel pastry, which does require sugar cubes, but I think they've added new ways to get sugar now. Hang on, let me look here. Sugarcane is the main source, kumara, and honey. So you can use honey to make the sugar cubes. That I don't remember that being there initially when I was first trying to figure out what to use. So I think they've added new recipes, which is great. Okay, you got the Evo suit. Yeah, I went with that same suit because it was easy to not have to worry about what, if you're gonna run out of food, air, or water. So I did run with that one early on, and then eventually switched over to this one, which has just the air and water, and then I just keep a separate one down here, and this is what I use now, which honestly is primarily all smoked foods, other than the honey mead, which gives you longer duration of those foods and more stamina, and stamina regen. But the honey smoked bacon, the jerky, the white jerky, cocoa smoked soft meat, and the melon smoked giant steak. So food wise, the raw giant steaks, the raw soft meat, the raw white meat, and what was the other one? What was the other one? That's right. Honey smoked bacon. And they're all easy to make because you can find watermelons anywhere. The mammoth, okay, so the mammoth, if you don't find it in one Arctic zone, try the other one. Like here on this map, if I go in this area, it's like super rare for me to come across polar bears or mammoths in this one. But over here, they're everywhere. So if you don't find them in one zone, go to the other. And if this was the Olympus map, and say that this is the central forest area, then I was finding, like, I'm trying to explain it without looking at the map. If this is the central forest area on Olympus, down at the bottom, there's a little circular area, which I just call it the quarry because it looks like a quarry. Yeah, early on, I didn't go very far into the Arctic or desert areas either. the healing bandages and cooling bandages, keep a stack of those on you. Like, you'll see that I've got the medical satchel. Like, this is a must. I always keep this on me. Make the basic bandages, these guys, and I don't know if I've got any in here or not. I may not, but you can make them on you. So the simple basics, the bandages, the heat bandages, the sutures, cooling bandages, and then these simple health recovery concoctions, until you can step up to the health recovery elixir, because that gives you 500 per hit. Oh, your house is in the quarry area? Nice. Yeah, I love that spot. It's perfect. There's so many options for the deep ore veins and to put drills on them, and I just run the wires from my base all the way out and just kind of make a little network and just keep connecting them up. So if you're in that quarry area, from there, if you go northwest, there's an Arctic area, which that's where I would go to hunt wolves. As soon as you come in, there's like a little, the entryway is kind of long and narrow, and then it opens up into the rest of it. Yeah, I wouldn't even waste my time on the biofuel drills unless you absolutely have to. Just try to push for getting electricity. And just to reiterate what I said yesterday, the mission dry run, if you do that mission, and don't initially complete it, you could just start the mission, go, which you have to travel to the very top of the forest area from the beginning biome. Go up there, collect the things from the drop pods. And you honestly, I haven't tried to do it without running up there and collecting that stuff. Yeah, it is. That first little area is full of wolves. And if you pick certain rocks, you can actually sit on top of the rocks, and they don't, as far as I'm aware of, unless they've changed it, the wolves can't get up on the rocks to attack you. So you can just sit up there with a knife if you really wanted to, or a bow, and just keep picking them off. But it's easy experience and easy food. But the basics of what to run around with, these bandages, get these elixirs as soon as you can, and the cooling bandages and heat bandages. That way, if you do happen to get out in the cold or in the hot in the desert, then you can fight off heat stroke, and hypothermia, because those will kill you quick. I found out they will take you down very, very fast. But yeah, I could go all day on just things that I wish I knew early on, but that is absolutely certainly one of them is just go into the areas, just kind of test and tune, see what you've got, to work with. Yeah, the polar bears, the polar bears are not fun. Try in the forest area when you come across a bear, obviously be fully equipped, ready to go. But practice the ole with the bear, like you would a charging bull. How the I can't think of what they're called, but no, I'm talking about the people that stand there with the red matador. Thank you. So stand there, and as they're coming up to you, just step off to the side. There's plenty of videos out there, yeah, and just ole them, and just kind of get that down. Are you going to get it 100%? Yeah, ole, yeah. It won't work 100% of the time, but it works most of the time once you get the tactic down. And then you can do the same thing with the polar bears, because the polar bears are definitely way more tanky. Okay, we got gold wire, iron ingots, gunpowder, volatile substance. Well, we've got the gunpowder. And I need to make volatile substance. I need to make 2 more of those explosives, which needs how many of those? 5 each, so I need 10. Oxite. Yeah, come close and stabby stabby. Yeah, exactly. On occasion, you can get in a good stab as they're charging past you. Yeah. Yeah, there was several occasions where I definitely should not have made it. Iron ingot. Yeah, stabby stab does work pretty well. Oh, biofuel. These canisters from the workshop can be reused or refilled. Empty this stuff back out right fast. And I'll just keep the rest of the stuff on me for now. All right, time to sleep. Sleeping buff, wash your hands first. Gives you an extra little boost. Whoa! Excuse me? What was that all about? Huh? Oh, yeah, that sucks. Hey. Let me lock my stuff up. Apparently, I don't really have much of a choice but to leave. Okay. All right. Oops. They're mainly going to come after me, it seems. I got my stamina back. There we go. Fortunately, I don't have to go very far. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. They're like swarming me now, I think. They know I'm coming. And I've got the booms. Yeah, that's why I'm so nervous about taking Nugget, my Moa, around. And I'm always worried about trying to make sure that I've got her safe before I go off to do what I need to do, because like you put so much time and effort in to getting one, you know, leveled up and then get all the right skills that you want on it, and then it just gets killed. Which is why my entire playthrough on Olympus, I did it all on foot. I did everything on foot. I didn't take my mounts
Really?
anywhere.
You want to honor his last wish? How touching.
What do you mean, how touching? How touching. This AI bot, man. Such attitude. I never. Alright, okay. Let's put that back up. Grab another. Top that off. Grab another stack. I'll just put the food up. Get it out of the way. Okay. Didn't really have time to put it up before I left. I'm assuming it's on the inside of this. That's a big boy. Oh yeah, he coming all right. You can chase me, it's fine. It's fine. Miss me. Miss me. I mean, I feel like I'm in the right spot. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's fine. I can take it. Where do I gotta go next? Just keep letting them hit me. Gotta juke him. Is that good? Alright, that spot works. Ugh. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Gotta be able to tank a few hits. Yeah, that's really the best method. Just build something to protect them. Sucks to be you, huh? Can't get to me, huh? Oh, I might be at the right spot. I just need to be able to get out of here, is the other thing. Did that not count? I was about to say. Alright. Head back to Morris and trigger the explosion. I'm assuming it means his body. Huh? Big boom, yeah. Okay. Alrighty then.
Well, Morris, I'd say I hope you're happy, but you are in fact dead. Therefore, you can't feel much of anything anymore. May your corpse rot in peace on a barren planet far away from humanity. Mission complete. Your next contract can be found on your chosen contact device.
I really don't like the condescension in the voice of this AI pod. I want to go up here and look at the damage. Big boom. Did it do anything? Are they all gone? Or are they still spawning in here? Nope, still here. At least there was one anyway. Oh, big boy, huh? 9,200 experience. Plus the buffs that I've got. Which, that doesn't give a boost. That one doesn't either. That one doesn't either. Just trying to see if I actually had anything on, just to see if that was the flat boost. Okay, 20% experience gain from the honey smoked bacon. So 20% off the 9,200, I think is what that was. Something like that. Oh, don't fall. And I think all I've really got left is maybe the big fight, I think. Yeah, the pin that you made is definitely a good idea. And like for instance, I always my go-to to carry around is a bed, a fire, mortar and pestle, because you never know when you're going to need it. The orbital exchange interface. I carry one piece of exotic because of this tree, the resources tree. If you work your way down and you get to here, you get plus 10% movement speed while carrying exotics. So it definitely does help to carry that extra one. And then the other is, where's it at? Right here. Normally I don't carry this much in this one pouch, but I carry just enough to build like a 1x1 or 2x2, and then carry the creature deterrent and a stack of spoiled meat. That way you can build in peace. Like that was one of the first things that I built, was the scarecrow, or well, creature deterrent, so that I didn't have to worry about, you know, stuff bothering me while I was trying to build stuff. And let's see. My loadout has certainly changed since I first started, for sure. Clearly you can see it's full of pouches. But the pouches are just inventory, just exponentially increasing your inventory. I'm going to go back to base, clean out my pouches. I don't know what I'm going to need for this fight. I mean, I could possibly die. I have no idea. I've probably got enough ammo, but I don't really know. It's the big boss, so we'll see. I think I took the long one back on. Yeah, I always carry something to be able to sleep and reset the day. Forget you guys. Yeah, the pouches, as long as when you load the pouches, just hit the sort button. If you have OCD like me, it's going to drive you nuts that you can't swap them around the way you want them without it affecting the weight. But hang tight, I'll show you what I mean. All right, I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe? Okay. So let me put this back in there. So if I start moving stuff around, you'll see my weight going up here, depending on which ones I move around and which ones have the most weight. That's a good one. That one's got coal in it. So right now it's showing that I'm super overweight, but for whatever reason, and this works with the mounts too, hit sort and it gets rid of all that. You still can, you know, you're going to have a certain amount depending on what you have outside of the pouches and down here on your hotbar. But whatever you put in the pouches, basically the base weight of the pouch, which is half a kilo, is what's going to show up down here. Plus whatever you don't have, and that includes, you know, that your suit, your modules, your water, your oxygen, and everything on the hotbar. But outside of that, it only counts the pouch as a half a kilo, no matter what's in there, which is how I'm able to carry all of this. 100, 65, 60, 35. Yeah, you can definitely carry a ton. Now, yeah, that's why all the pouches. I just wish they had more pouch colors. The one thing you can't put in there is the noxious crust, which is why you would want to have some sort of mount with you that you can load up, like a buffalo with the cart, and then you can load that thing up. And if you put, if the buffalo is high enough level and can handle itself, depending on where you're harvesting from, where you're mining or whatever, you can set it to just follow and then just run ahead, and eventually it should clip to you. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You can be super overweight, climb on the mount, and the mount doesn't care. It's kind of weird, right? But I mean, I'm not complaining. If it works, right? Let me get all this stuff out of my inventory really fast so I can kind of start fresh. Wrong one. Because I don't know what it's going to have me do in this next one. Did I put the... No, I didn't. I didn't put the fishing pole over there. I don't think I pulled it out of the pouch. That's not what I meant. It was out already. Why not? Oh, and if you go into your inventory with the pouches, and it's still showing something in there, there's nothing in there, just click it and swap it with another one that has nothing in it, and it'll reset it if you don't want to hit the sort button. But yeah. Well, have a good night, and thanks for hanging out. And yeah, anytime, stop by if you see me on, or send me a comment, whatever. If you got a question, happy to help any way I can. And hope you have a good rest. I definitely highly recommend the pouches. Just be sure that if you have some kind of addition like this where it gives you 4 extra suit slots, for instance, if I take that off, I lost those slots, right? And anything you were carrying gets dropped on the floor. So until you put that back on and then hit sort, and then it fixes itself. So just something to keep in mind. But yeah. Hopefully Garganitan doesn't kill me. We'll find out. I'm going to have to make myself a little safe spot over there. A little respawn point just in case it does decide to take me out. But so far I've taken care of the Rime Tusk on Prometheus on the first try. The Corite boss. Oh, the Corite boss was a lot more tough than I thought it was going to be. And I'm glad I actually took cakes to that fight. I took the time to make chocolate cake, carrot cake, and I think coconut cake. And I'm glad I did, because the health boosts were definitely a plus. And I took a ton of the elixirs, the health recovery elixirs. If I hadn't had those, whew, that would have been a rough day. That's right, I still have stuff in here. There. Rope, charcoal, I need to put my smoker back out. Carbon spear. Throw this back up here, along with the nails. I think I've got nails in one of the other ones too, don't I? Somewhere, I thought. Unless I've already brought them back up here. That, or I stuck them in... Might have actually just stuck them in... there's the fishing rod. It always goes to the hotbar. It drives me nuts. Stop that. Put the food down there. Refresh CO2. Nope, don't want to do that with the water yet. Actually, I don't guess it really matters. Because I've got enough coffee. Make the coffee. Oops. What does your water look like? Empty. Let's go ahead and top you off. And feed you. Was that enough? We'll do another one, why not? Because I will very likely be taking you with me. And Give you the extra little duration boost. Right. Yeah, it's still showing that I've got stuff in these pouches, but I clearly don't. So just moving them around just fixes that, gets rid of it. This one I do have stuff in, but it's going to end up staying there. I feel like I should probably make some more slugs. I don't know if that's going to be enough. And I'm also going to drop 3 pouches, because I don't think I'm going to need that many, and I want to have this open space. Actually, you know what? No, I am going to take them, because I'm going to build a little place outside. Typically, the DLC bosses, you have to enter a boss arena, so it's kind of like an instance that loads. So you go through a door or a cave or whatever, and then it loads you into the fighting arena. So I think that's probably going to be the same situation on this one. Reduced Garganitan spawns during the final hunt. Okay, so we do have that. I can't make any of this armor right now, but that's pretty decent armor. It's not bad. It's not bad. Kind of neat. Garganitan trophy and rug. How cool.
Contractor, you there? Looks like your hard work finally paid off. The readings coming from this thing are huge. Listen, maybe take a sec to get all your stuff together. Larry and I have a bet going. I need this. Oh, hell, you need this. His contractors have been in the top spot for weeks. This time, it's our turn.
I hope you're ready for a fight. I know you're working for Norex and all, but let's just say this one seems a bit more on the wild side compared to other creatures of interest I've tracked. Were you a poacher in a past life?
No. But I'm ready to tango with the big guy. And shoot, I don't even really have to do anything other than run there. It's not far at all. I don't even need to take Nugget. But you're going to stay inside, because I don't trust leaving you outside right now. So I'm just going to put your food back in here then. Probably, I mean, I don't necessarily need to top all of this off, but I will anyway. Okay, that's full. That one's full. Okay. And plop those in there. Grab the berries. I think I do not have enough honey in there. Okay. That should do it. Not that I need all of this, but we're just going to take it anyway. And I'm going to try and do this with just my standard everyday run loadout. Why do I still have more jerky in the hotbar? Okay. Health regen, very nice. Another 50% health regen, also very nice. More health regen. And 100% health regen. So, my health should come back up fairly quickly. And the only thing that I'm probably going to keep out is going to be these 2 stacks here. And keep the stack of that out. I don't know if I'm going to need the splints out or not. But since I'm not going to be far from there, I do hate when it does that, because that's not what I wanted to happen. There we go. Okay. The Corite, it made me use a bunch of these health elixirs, so the Corite boss. So I don't know if it's going to be the same case this time around or not. But I am going to start with the vitamins. I do have the stamina enhancement tonic. I could, in theory, I think, make... Nope, that's the poison version. I would have to go and... I think the black market trader is about the only place to get the other things that I need. I don't know if you can actually get... I guess it's a gland or the organ that's on the front of the Garganitan, which I guess you can't see it on this particular picture, but that's okay. The thing that would be normally right down there doesn't appear to be on the normal Garganitan, so, or at least not there anyway. Yeah. So let's see what all I want to have on me at the time. We're going to shuffle the shotguns forward and put I mean 15% chance to freeze. These do the same thing. 15% chance. Both have a 50 or 15% chance to cause miasma. So probably just going to run with the pickaxe anyway. Put up the titanium axe. Put that down there. Matter of fact, I'll just run with all of this stuff. And I've got the ammo out. But let's see. Sort. And I'm not going to worry about the rifle rounds because it would take forever to go through that many rifle rounds anyway. But at least I've got all of that out, ready to go. And I should be good, I think. I hope. Grab my coffee. I could be overthinking it. It could be not so bad, but I'm still going to go there. Still going to set up a little tiny little base right outside. And yeah, I could take her, but I really don't need to with this as short of a distance as it is. I still have a sleep buff here, and that's where we're going. You know what? A very smart idea would be to repair this. Let me grab some titanium. And I don't need to repair the workshop stuff. It takes a while for it to wear out. Off we go. I hope I can one-shot this thing. I'm not on hard difficulty, but I wasn't on hard difficulty for the Chlorite boss either, so... And that one... That one could have gone bad really quick. I'm really just thrilled that everything is so close to my actual base. All the other stuff I've had to run forever to get to it. So it's kind of refreshing to have it all close. Almost. I'll refresh my food buffs right before I go in, even though they're not gone yet, but I'd rather do it then and not have to think about it. I think I see it. My limestone drill is full again already. Okay, so there it is. And I see a perfect little island with my name on it. Excellent. Let's build a little shelter. Get this out first. And then... don't know if it will let me. Will it let me? Yeah. Cool. We'll just go too wide. Okay. Grab the door. And bed. Spawn point. And then reset this up as a door. Come on, go away. There we go. And last but not least, the fire. Okay. Respawn is set up. Everything looks good. And just because my OCD wants it. All right. Well. That consume stack, gotta be careful. Sometimes it doesn't actually consume the stack, and I'm super grateful for that, because that would be rough. But here goes nothing.
You know what to do. Try not to die, or
Yeah.
don't.
Let me up. Thank you. Here we go. Oh, it's dark. swamp, huh? Yeah, there's the bramble patches. It is super dark in here. Come on then, let's go. Where are you? Yeah, you're a big boy, all right. Run away for a second. And yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Don't really know what your weak spot is, but the brambles definitely suck. Okay. Ugh, those things suck so bad. Use one of these. I don't know where he went. I'm gonna put this stack, I think, down here instead. And put that down there. Oh, you found me. Making some weird noises over there. Where are you? I hear you. It's so dark. Hide! Stop it. Ruh-roh. Beggars can't be choosers, though. I will take it. Right.
Oh God, I could barely watch that. Well done. That was quite something. Get those parts salvaged and up to us ASAP. The longer you take, the more they'll break down. I really need a good score on this one. And I'm sure you do too, right?
What makes you
Great
think,
work and all. You nailed it.
what makes
Till
you
next time, contractor.
think at all that I'm going to give you any of this? I'm not giving you any of the goods from this fight. I'm sure there's a much faster, better way of doing this, but I lived, so I guess that's gotta count for something, right? Ah, the stupid bramble patches. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. These stupid things. I guess the path that I chose made less of those little ones spawn, which I guess is a really good thing, because that could have gone south real fast if there was more of those. I mean, really, they're just bullet sponges. Just soak up everything. Time to go. That didn't take near as long as I thought it would. Very, very nice. Cool. Only took out a quarter of my lantern with that one. Not bad, not bad. Don't really need to use any more of this stuff. I did burn through quite a few of them, though. Well, did I really? I started out with, I think, 22 of these. I've got 17, so I only used 5. I mean, certainly could have been worse. Don't remember which one that one is. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's put that back for now. And put these up as well. Sort. Excellent. Cool. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it definitely could have gone much, much, much worse. All right. Well, nice night to finish out the DLC, huh? Cool. I do need to make an adjustment. I'm going to go stand inside here where it's safe. Sleep. All right. I don't think anything's going to come out here. Where's my radio? Right there. All right. Didn't expect to go through all three of those. So I need to adjust the live stream title real fast. Cool. Sorry, I'm typing with one hand here. It's easier to update the video title in the middle of it than it is afterwards when you have to wait for it to process and all that stuff. But yeah. So I now have the anti-material rifle unlocked. That's awesome. And eventually I'll probably go back and knock these other missions out. But I have to start, basically I have to start a fresh run in order to make that happen. So fresh run, drop down, build a little base, and then craft whatever it is that I might need to run through just these other missions to unlock these things. But this particular map looks like it would require, quite possibly, it might actually require 2 more runs, because you can go this way or this way, and I think going this way locks you out of these 2. But again, I don't even know what the sonic attractor is used for. I do have one, but who knows. But yeah. STYX is finally finished. And the next stop, whenever that might be, shouldn't be too long, but whenever that is, will be Elysium and get to start a whole new adventure. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out if you did. Stopping by if you did that as well. And I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.